The definition of the best. Of the highest quality or being the most suitable, pleasing, or effective type of thing or person. In week 1, there will be 32 different men who wake up to go to the hardest job in sports. Quarterback. These guys will be playing for their lives, their cities, and their teams, with one common goal: to be the best. Only one can be the best. 1 out of 32. Who is the best quarterback going into the 2025 season? Well, today, that question will be answered. What is going on, beautiful people? It is your boy Salman here, back to the video, and today we're going to be ranking my top 10 quarterbacks heading into the 2025 NFL season. Time is ticking, guys, and the season is coming up. I'm super pumped up. This whole video is simple. I'm going to be ranking my top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL based upon how I feel that they will perform next season. But now let's get into that honorable mention spot. Now we will talk about the honorable mentions. All right, guys, these guys are super close to cracking that number 10 spot, but unfortunately I cannot put them there. And if you guys want to ask me about it in the comment section down below, go ahead and ask me, but I'm not going to make this video too long, so I'm just going to skim over the names really quick. Got Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Tua, and Brock Purdy. Those guys were my honorable mentions. Hey guys, before I get into the video, if you enjoy sports content, make sure to go subscribe to my channel right now. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of sports stuff: football, college football, NBA, hockey, whatever sport is, I am going to be doing it. So if you love sports content, make sure to go subscribe right now. And while you're at it, make sure to go comment any recommendations or feedback down below. What do you guys want to see next on the channel? And make sure to like that video right freaking now. Help me at 15 likes. That'd mean the absolute world to me. Now at this number 10 spot, we will have Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions. Goff had the best season of his career, having a 37 touchdown to 12 interception mark with a 111 rating, thrown for over 4,500 yards. He had a great season all around, and he led the Detroit Lions to the number 1 seed in the NFC. Unfortunately for Jared Goff, he loses out on his offensive coordinator and just super guru Ben Johnson, and he loses his starting center. And there are some questions about the Detroit Lions regressing the season, but I think they will be a-okay. Their division is going to continue to get harder and harder, though, don't get me wrong, but the Lions have put a solid team together, and they will actually have a defense this year, so I expect them to win a lot of games. The reason that Goff is this low is I just don't like how he performs in the big games. He does not play well in those big games, but man, you can see the talent from Jared Goff, and it's hard to keep him at this number 10 spot. He puts up numbers every single year. He was a guy in the MVP conversation last year, and I just think that this number 10 spot, it's tough, but there are so many good quarterbacks in the NFL. It's hard to rank a guy who loses 3 football games last season at this number 10 spot. I know the Lions fans are going to come after me. It's just Jared Goff, like I said, he just doesn't play well in the big games. He lost the playoff game, and I felt like the Lions really had a very good window this year. Fortunately, injuries happened and whatnot, but man, it just feels like when the big games happen, he just doesn't have it in him. I mean, I know it sounds bad because he is a guy that puts up great stats, great numbers. He wins a lot of football games, but the question is with Jared Goff, it's not about the ability, does he have it in him to win the big game? If he can win the big game, there's no doubt about his ability. I mean, we know how good the guy is. He's one of the most talented football players in the entire world, but that holds him at this number 10 spot. At this number 9 spot, we will have Justin Herbert from the LA Chargers. Herbert had not his best season of his career, but he had a very efficient season last year. Herbert performed well last year, 23 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. That is a great touchdown interception ratio. He also had an over 100 rating, so good for Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, the weird thing about him is he can ball. We know he can ball. He's thrown for 5,000 yards in a season, but the thing that Jim Harbaugh has implemented is that they want to play turnover-free football, and they're not going to put him in the spots to take risk as much as he used to with Brandon Staley. They are a very conservative team, and his receiving core is one of the bottom in the league last year. He had no real help besides rookie Ladd McConkey. So hopefully this year they added some talent on the offensive side of the ball, and it will take some pressure off Herbert. He's a talented player. He could throw the ball 70 yards. We all know how good Justin Herbert is. He shows up in the big games. He is a guy that's only going to get better with the situation around him. He's a guy that needs to be in a good situation, and if he's in a good situation, he's a guy that could lead you to a Super Bowl. In all reality, he is a very talented player, has one of the best arms in the entire NFL, one of the smartest players in the entire NFL, but if the situation around him, the receiving core, the tight ends, the running backs aren't all bought in, it's just not going to work. But Jim Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in the NFL. We know what he's going to do here, and I'm excited to see the Chargers this year. Justin Herbert's going to look to have a great year, and I'm expecting him to ball. At this number 8 spot, we'll have Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has absolutely resurged on the Bucs, and I love it, man. Baker Mayfield is good for football. He's good for the brand, and he's just such a fun player to watch play football. Last year, he threw for 4,500 yards exactly on the dot, 41 touchdowns to 16 interceptions with a 102 .06 rating. He also led the Bucs to a division title and a playoff berth. But unfortunately, they ran into the buzzsaw of Jaden Daniels. Baker Mayfield is just so much fun to watch, man. He slings that pigskin, and I mean, there's nothing they can really do about it. He's had a great offense around him, and he puts guys in positions to succeed. He dealt with a banged-up receiving core majority of the year. Mike Evans got hurt. Chris Godwin ended up with a season-ended injury. He was throwing to rookies, and he was playing very well. I'm super excited to see him this year with a healthy receiving core, a newly added receiver, and a first-round pick in Emeka Egbuka, and then also you got Bucky Irving coming back for his second year, along with Rashad White. I mean, I know Tristan Wirth is hurt, which is going to hurt their value a little as a team, but this team has potential, man. They do lose out on Liam Cohen, but I'm expecting this team to make big damage this year. Baker Mayfield, I feel like, is just getting more and more comfortable in Tampa Bay, and he's going to be a guy that could win an MVP, man. He has been playing absolutely phenomenal, and I'm excited to see how he progresses on the Bucs. At this number 7 spot, I will have Jaden Daniels. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Jaden Daniels is a top 5 quarterback, and I can agree with that, but I'm going to be honest with you, I do not know what's going on with Terry McLaurin, and that is a big weapon, and I do not even know if he's going to be a commander, to be honest with you. But for this video's sake, we are going to act like he is a commander. So Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, the receiving core improves a lot. You also bring back Zach Ertz, a very good receiving tight end. Bring back Brian Robinson Jr., Austin Eckler, 2 guys that are going to help your quarterback out a lot. The team got better, man. The team definitely got better around him, and I'm super excited to see the Washington Commanders this season. Last year, Jaden Daniels ran for 891 yards and 6 tuds, which is absolutely insane, man. That's a Lamar Jackson-esque season. Passing-wise, he threw for 3,500 yards and 26 tuds. The thing about Jaden Daniels, though, is the stats don't tell the story, man. He makes insane plays. He's clutch as hell. He makes the right reads, and he's just a really high IQ football player. He's able to extend the play on the feet, which is one of the most valued things in the NFL now. He's also a great leader, man. He led that Washington Commanders team, a team that hasn't won a playoff game since I've been born. Since I've been alive, they haven't won a playoff game. And guess what? He led them to a playoff win. And I mean, they're going to have a lot of pressure on them, though. And the reason that I do have him this low is, I mean, I think there has to be some sort of sophomore slump. I mean, it's happened with a lot of guys. There's nothing wrong with it. The defenses start to figure you out a little. And you know what? If it does happen, it is what it is. But I still think that Jaden Daniels, with a sophomore slump, will still be a top 7 quarterback in the NFL league. He's a guy that even if they figure him out passing-wise, he can still run for a lot of yards. The players around him are going to take some pressure off him. And I think that this guy has a chance to honestly win the NFC East this year. The NFC East can be a very hard division to win, but I realistically think that they have a chance to win it with Jaden Daniels at the helm. I know you Eagles fans are going to be like, you're crazy, but hey, there hasn't been a back-to-back winner in like 20-something years, so there is a chance, man. I mean, the pattern would favor my opinion here. Jaden Daniels is an awesome player, man. He's so much fun to watch, and I'm super excited to see how his career develops and continues, and he's at this number 7 spot. The box score watchers are not going to like this one, but at this number 6 spot, I have Matthew Stafford. If you watch football, you know that Matt Stafford's one of the most high intelligent leading quarterbacks in the NFL, and he just makes the right plays every single time. He's a guy you don't want to scheme up against, to be honest with you. He puts all his players in the right position to succeed. And they added to the receiving core, added Devontae Adams to go with Puka Nacua, who's going to be healthy. This Rams team, man, with that young stud defense led by Jared Verse, this team is a chance to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. I think the Rams could realistically win a Super Bowl this year. And obviously, that's going to have to go with Matthew Stafford playing well. Matthew Stafford, I mean, he makes all the right plays. He has one of the best arms in the NFL, one of the best releases in the NFL. He reads the defenses. He's one of the most skilled players in the entire NFL. His one knock is that he is old, man. He's an older quarterback in the league. He isn't as mobile as he used to be. And I mean, at the end of the day, in the NFL, you need to be able to create for yourself a little. So that is one of his flaws. Even though he got beat up last year, though, he still played through injury. He performed, and he led his team to, I think, the division game. He led his team to the division game where they did lose to the Eagles. Mind you, though, he was putting together a drive against the Super Bowl champion Eagles, man. That team was not a joke this year, and they're going to continue to get better, and they are led by Matt Stafford. In my opinion, Matthew Stafford is one of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time. He's not appreciated as much as he should be, and we're appreciating him today, and that's why he's at this number 6 spot. At this number 5 spot, though, we got to go with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts combined for 32 touchdowns last year, 14 on the ground and 18 through the air. What you guys are going to be like? You're going to be like, Jalen Hurts is not a top 5 quarterback. He just led a team to the Super Bowl, and that team is looking to repeat once again, and they have all the talent in the world to be able to repeat. The thing about Jalen Hurts, though, is that he just commands the offense so well. He he has guys, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and Saquon, and he's able just to control the offense and play. He's the leader of the group of studs, man. He balled out in the Super Bowl too. He had a hell of a game, and he's a guy, man, that everybody likes to hate on, but he continues to put out results, and he's a winner. He wins games. At the end of the day, that's the goal of the NFL. I know wins aren't a quarterback stat, but it's something you definitely got to think about when you're going into next season ranking the top 10 quarterbacks. You're going to rank a guy that's going to win off a Super Bowl, has the talented team, and he makes plays, man. He makes all the right plays. Like I said, great leader. There's no question about his character. He is a guy that you want him to be leading your team. Sometimes, though, he has his mishaps, and then he gets clowned on, but Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, at least going into next season. As of right now, I would have him at this number 5 spot. At this number 4 spot, this one's going to be controversial, but we have Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes threw for 4,000 yards and 26 touchdowns last year to 11 interceptions. Before y'all attack me and say I'm dumb, I think Mahomes is still the most talented quarterback in the entire NFL. I think that the situation he is in, he's not asked to do what he had to do in years past. He's 30 years old now, which is just crazy to say. I remember when he was a rookie, but he is not asked to carry the team as much as he has to. He plays more of a Tom Brady role at this point. He doesn't play for stats. He has his stats already. He plays strictly to win. That involves limited turnovers, not allowing the other team to get possessions, and making the right play. And the thing is with Mahomes is when it's go time. When there's 2 minutes left in the game, tie ball game, the game's over. The game's over because Mahomes has the ball. He's the most clutch quarterback in all of football. He makes all the right plays. And like I said, he is the last guy. If you're on an opposing team and you know that they have a chance to go down the field and tie the ball or take the lead with the last 2 minutes, that's the last guy you want to lead in that drive. He's a winner. He's won multiple Super Bowls, and he is a guy that's just chasing Tom Brady's legacy. And I can't blame him. Like I said, I think he's the most talented quarterback in all football, and all he cares about is winning. But the core around him is not the best. They are going to get Rashee Rice back after that nasty injury, but how will he return? Will he be able to return back to the form that he was? Xavier Worthy is a player I'm excited about, though. He is a guy that had a great rookie year, and I'm excited to see how he progresses. Tight end, though, Travis Kelce, man. You could tell he's getting old, and he's not the Travis Kelce that Mahomes once had that crazy connection with. Yeah, Kelce will give you those plays from time to time, but he's not that same electrifying tight end that he once was, unfortunately. I mean, obviously, as a fan of football, we all loved when Travis Kelce was that electrifying player, but you could tell time is definitely ticking, and they're trying to make one more Super Bowl push. I don't think Mahomes is going to win MVP. I don't think he's going to put the craziest numbers, but he is going to win ball games. I can tell you that right now. The division is getting harder, though, guys. The division is definitely getting harder, though, so we're going to see how they're going to perform, but I'm expecting the Chiefs to still have a big season. I just think that Mahomes, at this point, isn't playing for those big stats. He is just a guy that's going out there playing to win, and I think that based off that, he's going to be my number 4. At this number 3 spot, we have Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow threw for 4,900 yards last year, along with 43 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Out of all the quarterbacks on this list, I think that Burrow honestly is in the best situation, at least receiver-wise. He easily has the best receiver duo in the NFL with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. There is a couple guys that could be up there. You could say A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, but at this point, I think that T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are easily the best duo. And I mean, he continues to produce, man, but the thing is with his stats last year, in my opinion, if the defense was better, I don't think he would have been asked to throw the ball as much, so I think those stats are a little inflated upon that, but I still think that Joe Burrow is one of the most talented quarterbacks in all of the NFL. I mean, as a stat standpoint, I think that Joe Burrow is going to have an absolutely phenomenal year. He's a guy that can easily win MVP. I think the problem with the Bengals is, though, they start out so slow and then they get going so late that they have to make a late push late in the season, and that's very tough on them. But like I said, I think that they will continue to produce. They signed Mike Gesicki again, and Mike Gesicki's an offensive weapon for the quarterback, so he's going to be a player to watch out for next year. Also got Chase Brown, who's one of the better receiving backs in the entire NFL, very slept-on player, and they got him in the backfield. I think Joe Burrow will produce. His situation is great, and he's so talented, man. He has a great arm. He's a great leader. He reads defense as well. He does it all. He's the package. He's the total package you want on the quarterback. At this number 2 spot, I will have Lamar Jackson. Lamar ran for 900 yards last year and 4 tuds, along with passing for 4,000 yards and 41 tuds. Lamar Jackson is one of the best players in all of the NFL. There's no debate. He is a quarterback. Whoever wanted to put him at running back is an absolute dumbass. Just being absolutely honest. I mean, Lamar Jackson has a very good arm. He could spin it, and he's also one of the most elusive players in all of the NFL, and he plays quarterback. The thing with Lamar is he is one of the best running backs in the entire league in Derrick Henry, and that takes away some of his red zone opportunities, especially on that running part. Lamar Jackson could be a guy that's 10 plus rushing touchdowns, but Derrick Henry is there. Like I said about Joe Burrow, I have nothing bad to say about Lamar Jackson. I mean, sometimes he can get a little loose with the football and makes it some interesting plays, but man, Action Jackson does not mess around, and more times than not, he's making the right play, and he's making a highlight play that you're going to see on SportsCenter. Josh Allen won MVP last year. He had 12 rushing touchdowns to go along with 3,700 yards passing and 28 passing tuds. Josh Allen significantly reduced his turnovers. He turned the ball a lot over in his career. He makes some dumb plays sometimes, but he limited that a lot last year. I think the Bills receiving core is going to progress. They got Keon Coleman on back for his second year, who I think has potential to be a very good NFL player. Same thing with Shakir, though. Shakir is one of the most underrated receivers in the entire game. I'm a really big fan of Khalil Shakir. And they also added Joshua Palmer, who I'm a big fan of. Then I think that Dalton Kincaid could really have a good year this year. The thing is with Josh Allen, though, is that he hasn't had that much help. I mean, he had Stephon Diggs, but besides that, in his career, he has definitely not had the most help. And he continues to elevate the people around him. Same thing with Lamar Jackson, though. I'm not comparing these guys. I'm just saying these guys both make everyone around them better. I mean, you could say that about most of these quarterbacks on these top 10s. The situations do matter, but these guys elevate everyone around them. I think that Josh Allen does it the best. He makes the most impact on the game, in my opinion, out of all these quarterbacks. Don't get me wrong, I think Lamar Jackson is great, but I think that Josh Allen is more valuable to the Buffalo Bills than Lamar Jackson is to the Baltimore Ravens. And that's my case at the end of the day for having Josh Allen at this number 1 spot and ranking him as the most important quarterback, the best quarterback going into the 2025 season. That is going to lead us to our end of the video. I appreciate every single one of you guys who clicked on this video, and if you're still watching right now, looking at this beautiful face, listen to this beautiful voice, why not click the subscribe button? You guys dealt with me long enough. Can you guys please click that button? It means the absolute world to me. We have now made it to the end of the video. If you guys are still watching this right now and you're not subscribed, what are you guys doing? If you're listening to this beautiful voice, looking at this beautiful face, guys, you gotta click that subscribe button if you made it this long. And while you're at it, make sure to go like the video too. I do appreciate you guys that rode with me and watched this entire video. It means the absolute world to me when you guys spend time with me. It's awesome. It's an honor. It's an honor, to be honest. I hope you guys enjoy your days and they're very productive, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. It is your boy, X-Acesawman out. Peace.